Hello and welcome back to the Kerbal Space program. My name is WWEdeadman, but you already know that. Yeah, this is my redesigned SSTO vehicle, and I hope that this will actually go to orbit. We're gonna try it out right now, of course. Test flight with Jebediah as always. Ba-dum, dum, 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 dum. There we go. Up and away. In my opinion, this looks pretty good. Hello? There we go. And gear in. This, of course, is a normal liquid fuel fuselage here, and a rocket fuel tank here, as well as the inline clampetron here, this time to the downside of the ship, so we can easily say we dock it from this side, so the fins are not in the way and stuff. I totally forgot to add a ladder, but that's not a problem because we are still doing a test flight here, so yeah, this is a total test. Wow, amazing how long that worked as a freaking liquid fuel engine. Okay. Get this out of the atmosphere, say X. Looks cool, doesn't it? Okay. And la-ta-ta-tee. Apo apps. Fire up the engine. And single stage to orbit. 77 to 116. Nice. While we're here, we're just gonna log some data, even though that doesn't really give us anything anymore. But yeah. That's pretty cool. So I'd say we'll go here, and then we'll see to get this back down, of course, and see if it survives a re-entry. So we go there. Then of course we're gonna have a look if our RCS works. Oops. I'm currently looking in the wrong direction. Yep. Drop up hurry-ups down. I know we have oxidizer and fuel left, but I wanted to use the RCS for once. Works pretty well. Okay, so that works but isn't efficient, but that was clear from the start. Kill up hurry-ups, and then we're gonna do a re-entry. Boom. RCS off. Have a look at this. Okay. Hey, the moon. Do a little bit of time acceleration till we hit the atmosphere. There we are. Of course, since we are getting back into the atmosphere, we can then always fire up our engine to fly a little further. But I guess we're gonna be landing in the desert, which is pretty cool, because I've not been there in this particular career mode, which means that I'm also gonna say drop that data. I'm just gonna override it once we're there. I love re-entry effects. Too bad we can't look at it from the inside because the Mark II cockpit doesn't have an interior. That's also something that's gonna change once we change over to a modded KSP for a while. Cause I downloaded, of course, the mod for that to have a thing. So, just go down. Okay, slowing down. And let me do this. Flare, good. What I'm gonna do now is a little bit of a slowing down maneuver. By turning. Because that's how the space shuttle slowed down. Works pretty well, as you see. So for once, KSP has a little bit of realism in it. Good. I guess that's slow enough. Now just get down to the ground. Gear out. And let's see if we can land this on a very uneven ground. Because if we can't, then we shouldn't really take it to Laythe. Since the little land that we have there is probably not the best starting and landing ramp. Okay. Landing in the desert. Where's our shadow? Where's the sun? There's our shadow. Sun's right above us. Okay. Flare, bitch. Oh, God. I'm not in time acceleration, am I? I once landed a plane in time acceleration. That was cool. I only lost the freaking engine. That's all. Okay. Brakes. Great. Cool. That all worked. Okay. Get gravity scan from Kerbin's deserts. The sensor seems to think it's being calibrated. And a temperature scan. What? 15.6. Is that degrees Celsius? That's a little bit cold for a desert, isn't it? Log temperature. Yeah, log temperature. Large plumes of heat are rising from the surface of the desert. I don't see that, but hey. Log pressure data. And log seismic data. Okay, and log the atmosphere analysis. Very hot and dry out in the deserts. Okay, keep that, recover this vessel, and we'll add a ladder and then try to get this over to Laythe. Okay. We even have... Do we have enough for another 300? Yeah! So we have... iron or that? I'm going with that. Definitely. Huh. That's cool. Anyway, another thing we have to kind of design is... I do want to dock this to the side, so you'll see what I'm up to once, yeah. So we're doing this way. I'm gonna have, wow, really? Not like I did click that one. So we're gonna have this. Can we have a nose cone for that? Because that kind of looks bad. I know this is not very efficient this way, but this just looks too cool. Okay, now this is going to be our ship that's gonna bring us over. Let's see. What do I need here? I need SAS, I need RCS, probably not that much though, so 4 of these should be enough. Place these on the center of mass so it doesn't shift too much, and then put some RCS thrusters here. Here. This is not very symmetric. Okay, and of course here. And up here just for convenience sake. Yeah. Also we're gonna plaster this with the 1x6 photovoltaic. Like this. This is of course gonna get action group 1 as always. Toggle panels. Okay. And then we're gonna have a big docking port. Oh yeah, I kinda need a battery. I don't have a big battery. Okay, let's use these then. Probably not that fucking much. 4 should be enough. And the big clampetron down here. This is going to be that, and oh, we have the giant solar array. Why am I even bothering with the little ones? Wait, how well does this fit on here? Not very well, does it? Actually, yeah, these overlap a little bit. Put them somewhere where they don't overlap when they do this. And we're golden. Nah, come on. Yeah. Wait, how much do they weigh? 35 and those 0.0175. Handle strength 10. Battery charge 18 per second, 2 per second, so this does way more with 4 than the other does with 8. So I kind of want to use this. Well, actually, these are really only useful for the freaking thingy-majig. Ion drive. But I'm not gonna do ion drive, so yeah. What I wanted to do is add the clampatrons where we actually... Oh no. Where we're actually gonna dock our ship at, and I think these are enough. Why? Okay, do it like that. So this should be enough, and then we use... What the hell? Originally, the defective clampatron docking port engineers soon discovered it had great potential as a structural element. What does that do? Oh, radial attachment point. Okay. I don't need attachment points right now. I need a clampatron. That's the one. Because those are the... Yeah, those are the wrong ones. Genau. Yeah. So... And to balance this out, of course, then we're gonna dock the newly designed then nuclear engine to this, and then we're gonna dock the plane to this side and the return capsule to this side, because we're gonna just make a return ship separate from the rest, because I kinda don't want to fly this whole thing back, because I could just leave that in an orbit around Joule and make it clutter up that orbit instead of cluttering up Kerbin's orbit. Also, it's intelligent, so I could just make it fall into Joule or any other moon. So yeah, down on that we need, of course, wait. Mission to Laythe. And yeah, of course we're gonna just use our deadweight 2 heavy lifting system. Does the Mark II still fuck up the... Because then I'm just gonna... Yeah, that still fucks up. So... Please don't crash on that. Okay. So we're just gonna delete this one and just use my normal deadweight 2 heavy lifting system. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need a decoupler here. And yeah. For stability's sake. Also, what we're gonna do is this. How far can we go? Good. Because I like when my stuff doesn't wobble around like crazy. So, yeah. I hope this doesn't wobble around like crazy. And of course, since we use the old one, we're gonna have to strut these in case the middle one says goodbye. Because that happens a little bit too often. Oh wow. I have terrible aim. Okay. Anyway. This is our main ship. Part 1, so to say. Gonna have this launch a little bit higher. Because I don't want these to touch the ground. And save that. Then we are going to load up our nuclear engine load. And that's gonna be redesigned from here. So we're really gonna say fuck all of this parts and these parts and really everything around here. And that, and we are gonna use, that's the big one, isn't it? Good. Get that up here. Get an SAS module onto that. And get that, yeah. Then we're gonna make sure that this holds no matter what. And that's it. We don't need any sort of adapter bullshit. And we can just launch this into space the way it is now. Yeah. Okay, this is a little bit high up. Oh yeah, also, what I totally forget each time. I wanna be able to say this is the wrong way around, so to say. So, good. I strutted these, so that's okay. As I said, I need to put this a little bit down. A little bit more. Not a fucking space elevator, is it? Yeah, that looks way more like a normal launch pad thingy would look like. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be docked to the thing from the bottom, and then the last thing we're going to design this episode. Save that thing, because we don't need the old one anymore anyway. Good. The last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna design a return capsule. A one-man return capsule. And we're gonna leave everything else around Laythe, or crash it into it or anything like that. Because, of course, that needs a guidance unit. That needs a battery. And that needs a chute. Of course, once it comes back, this is going to decouple here. Small decoupler. That's gonna open, and we're gonna have solar panels, 2x3s on that. 2 of those. To power this, we're gonna have a clampatron to make this dock to the thing. And I just totally flipped it over. Yeah, that's better. So we're gonna dock this to the side as well. Yeah, once we're home with this thing, we're just gonna recover it. That's not a problem. Yeah. Under that, we need the drive to get us home. And I think this should be enough. Let's go extra safe on that. So we have a larger way, larger part to actually we have more room for arrows. RCS, of course, needs to be on this. 4-way symmetry shouldn't probably be exactly where the port is. Why? Okay. Then this needs RCS tanks, of course. Where's the center of mass on that thing? There. Okay. Let's do it like this. A little bit more to the side. Wait, just... Yeah, should be okay. Shouldn't need more. Anyway, under that we're of course gonna set our deadweight 1 lifting system. Don't need that. I totally forgot how awesome that looked. Did I just say awesome? I meant awful. What the hell are you? Anyway. Oh yeah, something else I forgot to add here is a SAS module. Huh. God damn it, is that high? Kind of want to strut this to something. Nah, okay. How about we add some struttable material here? Because I don't trust this to hold. Oh, come on. Okay. This shouldn't wobble too much. Strutted to hell and back, but hey. I hope this works. We're gonna see that. Mission to Laythe, return capsule. We're gonna see that in the next episode when we launch all of this. I'm gonna see you there. Till then, I'd say like and favorite if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and until next time, I'm WWEdeadman. Bye!